My pink glasses at? I can't do the blue. I can't do the blue, Gizmo. I got to do the pink. We got to be matching. We got to be out here matching. Oh, where's the remote? I'm back to it. It ain't over here. Gizmo, give me the remote. Oh, I got it. Hey, Demona. Hey, girl. I got a question for y'all. I got a question, girl. Gizmo, please come back. Come back, sweetheart. Oh, I got some new glasses. Finally. Yesterday. I got some new glasses, girl. Because you know my other glasses finally conked on out and I had to get rid of them. Hey, beautiful Bree. You finally caught me live, girl. What is this? Oh, let's sit this right here. You finally caught me live? Well, I'm live, and in color, girl. I am here. You know I want to ask y'all. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you. I bought a couple of colors. I bought a couple. Because, you know, I'm hard on these glasses. I don't know why I guess I be thinking, oh, they only $1.25. They, you know, if I break them. Because I be throwing them in the bed. Hey, Tyrena. I be throwing them in the bed and forgetting they in there and rolling over on them and stuff. So, yeah, me and glasses. I guess because, you know, these are not real prescription glasses. These are just the readers from the dollar store that I really don't respect them. So I be going through them like crazy. So this time when I went to the dollar store, I bought like 4 pair. My husband was like, you gonna buy all the glasses? I was like, you know what? I don't want to be tripping after I done broke a pair and be like, oh, I gotta go back to the store and broke my glasses. Or if I can't find a pair, like, because, you know, they be getting tangled up in the blankets and stuff. I just want to be able to go to the drawer, the utility drawer, and just pull out another pair. Everybody got a utility drawer in their house. It's really called the junk drawer. But to make it sound sophisticated, call it the utility drawer. So, I want to know, do y'all like when it's better to be safe than sorry, girl? Because, you know, I don't want to be out here blind. Can't see. Well, I'm not blind. But, you know, without my glasses, when I'm reading, the words blur together unless I hold the stuff way out far. If I'm trying to just, you know, read something normal, it's just a blur. I have astigmatism. So, and I've had it all my life, so I ain't tripping off that. I'm really supposed to wear real prescription glasses, but I don't know. But anyway, you know, when y'all have your favorite content creators, do y'all want to see them clap back at people? You know, when people say something out of pocket, do you want to see them clap back, or do you just want them to be the bigger person and just ignore it? Now, me, I'm gonna keep it on it. Some of the clapbacks I enjoy because it's like a series. You know, this person say something, then this person say something. You got to go back over here to their channel to see what they doing. You got to go back over here to their channel and see what they saying. You know, and it after a while though, I'd be like, okay, this is never gonna end. I'm gonna tap out. But if it's just a good old clap back, this person say something, that person say something, and they let it die out. It's not, like we in season 5 of this whole clapback. We in season 5 of a clapback, and each season got like 12 episodes. Like these people been arguing back and forth for like a whole year. That I definitely can't do. But if somebody clap back at somebody and it's interesting, and somebody get on somebody and then they clap back and it's interesting, then I can deal with it. Oh yeah, it depends on that too, beautiful Bree. It depends on how disrespectful they are, because I'm not letting no one. Oh, wait, hold on. It depends on how disrespectful they are, because I'm not letting no one come for me, LOL. But if it's petty, then baby, you can have it. Oh, okay. Well, recently I had someone call me a gap tooth bitch. And I just let them have that one. I did. Because I listened to the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit was like, don't do that right now. Don't say nothing. Just wait. So I said, okay, I'm gonna wait. Because, it was like real close to my birthday. And I was like, I'm not about to go into my birthday with no shit on me. For my birthday, I never want to go into my birthday feeling any kind of way about anybody. I don't like to bring no bullshit into the new year. I like to start the new year off fresh. So I said, well, you know what? I'm going to let that ride. I ain't even going to say nothing. I'm going to just give her that one. Let her call me a bitch. Talk about my teeth, everything. I let it go. I ain't said shit. Yes. But hold on, honey. Yesterday, last night, the Lord said, go over there and look at her channel. And I said, what? He said, yes, there's something over there I want you to see. Go look. And honey, she was over there talking about how she was fighting the roaches. She had roaches so bad they was coming out the stove, the refrigerator. They was in the closet. They was in her bed. She couldn't even she couldn't turn her lights off. I was like, that's why you mad at everybody. You can't sleep. That's how you can be up making these 45-minute videos. You can't sleep at night. You can't even turn your lights off. She said the roaches was so bad at one point. Now, I guess she didn't got rid of them. She didn't got the roaches at bay. But the roaches was so bad at one point she couldn't turn her lights off. And you know what? I would rather be gap-toothed all day long than to be scared to turn my lights off at night because roaches gonna crawl up in. Because roaches will crawl up in your ears and everything else. I done seen too many videos where people didn't had to go to the hospital and they pull the roach. They had to pull the roach out their ear. I would rather 5 million gaps be in my teeth than be scared to turn my lights off at night because the roach is going to crawl in my ears and up my nose and ass and everywhere else. That's why she's so mad at the world. This woman went through a whole roach invasion in her house. Now, mind you, you got to really be diligent to kill them many roaches. You got to be diligent as hell to kill roaches like that. This woman said the roaches was coming all out the stove. She couldn't even cook. They was all in the refrigerator. Do you hear me? In the freezer. These roaches got to be thick if they in the freezer. Her roaches had on fur coats and everything. You got roaches with down jackets on all up in your freezer. I didn't even know roaches went in the freezer. Oh my God. I didn't even know roaches would go in the freezer. And you up here calling me a gap tooth bitch? And you living in an apartment where you got a whole bunch of roach motels up under your stove and refrigerator? No, sweetheart, that's not how I'm living. That is not how I'm living. If it had got that bad, we would have had a whole fucking exterminator. But it wouldn't have never got that bad. I wouldn't have never, ever, ever lived in a place where roaches was coming out of the stove. Can you imagine? If they're in the stove, they're everywhere in the kitchen. They're in the cabinets. They're every. How do you live like that? How do you live like that? Like, I feel bad. I legit felt bad. I couldn't even imagine. I freaked out the other day because I saw like 20 ants. And I went into a whole conniption. And so did my husband. He was like, okay, we got to, because you know, my husband is a problem solver. He was like, okay, we have to find the entrance. You know, he like, we both went into a whole fucking ass conniption over some ants. But roaches, yeah, they needed to put one of those tents over the whole apartment complex. Because if they were that bad in her unit, they were that bad everywhere. Everywhere in that whole complex, they had to be bad. I remember one time the house down the street, not since we've been living in this development, but where we used to live in Oakland. One of the houses down the street had termites. And they put a whole tent over the house. You know, you got to leave. They bombed the whatever however they treat termites. And they put all these signs. I mean, just tell your whole business. Everybody on the block knew that the house was full of termites. They put a whole tent over your house. Stake it down to the ground. I had never seen anything like this before. They put a tent over your house, stake it down to the ground. And it had to stay, it stayed like that for like at least a week. And then they come and take it off. And I guess you can move back in. But Lord, have mercy, Jesus. I'm scary. I'm scared of everything. Like, if it's more than an ant, I'm freaked out. Freaked. Okay? I will legit go into panic mode. But you got roaches coming out the stove, the refrigerator. I could never get comfortable there. Because I would think that in my mind, you can't kill all the roaches. Because roaches have babies too fast. They have a whole bunch of babies at one time, and then they babies have babies, and they babies have, and then you got a whole damn house full of roaches. So, sometimes it just ain't even worth clapping back at a person. Because their situation always be so bad that it ain't even worth it. I already won. Because gap tooth ain't shit compared to a whole infestation of roaches. And I don't care if they gone. I don't care. Because if you still got roach motels in your house, even you think they'll come back. If you still holding on to roach motels, you even think they'll come back. So I'll be that gap tooth bitch. But I ain't got no roaches. I don't have not now roach. Not a one. And I haven't lived in a place that had roaches since the 80s. And that was when I was first starting out. Well, actually, no, it was the 80s. It was the late 80s. That was when I was like, had just got married. And we weren't like dirt poor. We both had jobs. But, California has always been expensive. Some people was back in the day, it was expensive back then too. If you're a young couple, just starting out, just getting on your own, even though both people are working. My husband was at the time was in the Naval Reserves. Who was he working for? Oh, he worked for the Army. Even though he was in the Naval Reserves, he worked on a okay. He was in the Naval Reserves, but he worked at the Oakland Army base. And I worked at Naval Air Station Alameda. So, we had decent jobs for that time because both of us worked for the government. Plus, he was in the reserves. But we had a small 1-bedroom apartment and we had roaches. And it was only 4 units. It was 2 units downstairs. Yeah, it was 2 units downstairs. We lived downstairs. And it was 2 units upstairs. And yeah, it was a lot going on. But we hurried up and got up out of there. No, we did not. We got a divorce. And I left him there. But the whole time we were there, we were extra diligent. We were, putting stuff down. And before I left, I think we had gotten rid of him. And then the complex finally came through because everybody in the complex was complaining. And the owner of the building, came through with an exterminator. And so we just did everything we could after that to make sure that they were gone. Because I was scared of them. But they wasn't in my stove and refrigerator. It wasn't like that. No. I would be eating out every day. I would have been eating out every day. I couldn't have cooked there. I couldn't have cooked a damn thing there. You can't put nothing in how you put anything in your refrigerator and there's roaches crawling around in your girl, bye. I'll be a gap tooth. I don't care. Gap tooth every slur in the book before I live in a house with some roaches. I'm just not going to do that. My dog can't even have fleas. He gets a shot every 3 months because I can't see no flea on him. And he white. So if he got a flea, you gonna see it. His coat is only really thick in one place, and that's on the upper part of his back. And if he have a flea, I'm gonna see it moving. He goes to the vet and get this shot. He either gonna take that shot or he gonna take the pill. One or the other. Because I can't see nothing crawling on you. I can't even think that anything is crawling on you that has the potential to crawl on me. No. So sometimes if you just wait, you don't even have to clap. You don't even have to clap back. The person will clap back on themselves. They will clap back on their own self. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say shit. Okay? Because I have already won. I won. I won. Girl, I won. You you're not winning. Even if, okay, so I am gonna say she said that they're gone, and she was opening her refrigerator and I didn't see no roaches in there. So she may not have them now. But you had them. You had them. Okay? And I don't care when. I don't care when you had them. You had them. To the point where you still got roach motels in your house. Ain't no motels in here. None. Girl, yes, they migrate quickly. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. They will. And it's not always your fault. You know what I mean? Like, you can move into an apartment that already has them. They can be there when you get there. But it's just the fact that you got them. You got them. They there. I don't have them. Now, that's one fight I ain't had to deal with. That I would lose my mind. I would literally have a heart attack if I got up in the middle of the night and flipped the light switch and the floor is covered in roaches. Oh my God. I would die. I would die. Do you hear me? Die! I'm glad my husband not here. Because he would be like, you so loud. He would be like, you so loud. So don't be out here clapping back at people. You don't even have to. Now, if you enjoy that, if you enjoy, if it's fun for you to clap back at somebody, if you like that kind of stuff, then go for it. But if clapping back like really upsets you and offends you, don't do it. Just wait. The person is 9 times out of 10, they gonna say something that's gonna show you won. You already won. You don't even have to do that. You won. You won. Okay? Do you hear me? You won. You don't have to say anything to people sometimes. They just lost. Let me show you, if you didn't already see this picture, my grandson had his first football game this weekend. And of course, we were going to be there. Proud granny. And then, where's Pawpaw? I know you took a picture with Pawpaw. And proud Pawpaw. Look how Pawpaw's smiling. Pawpaw was happy too. He was he was watching all the plays. Now, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I ain't gonna lie. I was just there. I didn't even know which one he was or nothing. I was like, is that him? Because where we were, I couldn't even see the numbers on the jersey. All them little numbers was just blending in together. I couldn't see it, y'all. I was like, is that him? And everybody kept telling me. The rest of the family, of course, was there also. This is his other grandmother. I don't know if I ever showed you guys his mom. I don't know. I don't know. She sent me a picture. Um, and that's the baby, the youngest one. His birthday is today. He turned 8. Let me see if his mommy posted a picture with him so you can see what she looks like. I told y'all all my grandkids are mixed. All of them. I know oh, here it is. Well, she got on the mask. You can't really see. But that's them together. And that is my son's son. So we had such a nice weekend. It was super hot out there. It was 90 degrees. I was like, thank you, Lucky Ree. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. It was 90 degrees out there. The kids were hot. They didn't win. They lost by 7. And these kids are young. They are 11. I think they were 11, 12, and 13. I think my grandson was the smallest one out there. He wasn't the youngest because it was another little boy on the team that was 11. I think it was a few that were 11, but he was the smallest, the thinnest. He got a little height on him, but he's skinny. He was the lightest one out there. 90 degrees, the little kids was playing. It was hot. They play, because they're young, they play shorter, what is it called when it's football? Quarters, I think. But it's not as long as, real football. So it wasn't bad. But they were upset when they didn't win. But they did so good. They held the team back from the last touchdown. So they did good. The defense did really good. So we're just, super proud of him. First game, first year playing football. And, we was telling him, if it ever gets to a point where you don't like it, just say you don't like it. You don't have to go back, because he did get hit once, and he didn't like that. He didn't like that. He was like, okay, well, the boy did hit me kind of hard. And we were like, that's part of football. You're going to get hit hard. This is something you're going to have to get used to. So as a grandparent, it just makes me feel so blessed to, have seen my own children play football, play baseball, into karate. Now my grandkids are, into sports. My granddaughter is getting ready to play volleyball, and she's going to play basketball during basketball season. She did play basketball last year. She was actually invited to the Stephen Curry basketball tournament. He has camp. He has a basketball camp for girls in this area, which I think is so great. So she had an opportunity to attend his basketball camp and, work on technique and all of that kind of stuff. So she'll be playing for her middle school this year. It is, one of the most rewarding things in the world to be a grandparent, because these are children that you are not responsible for. You can love on them and, hug them and kiss them and spoil them and send them home. When you get finished doing all those things, they get to go home to their mamas and daddies and you free. It ain't like your own kids. you you gotta keep them. They getting on your nerves or you're tired or whatever. Those are your kids. You can't get rid of them. But your grandkids, you can call their mamas and daddies and you gonna come get this baby, or I'm on my way to bring your baby home. We done had ice cream. We done been to Chuck E. Cheese. We done been to Dave and Buster's. We done been shopping. We on our way home, which is, the most beautiful thing in the world. But I mean, it's just rewarding, period, to have other little people that look at you and love on you, and I just love it. I really do. I just enjoy being a grandmother. I enjoy having grandkids, and I just feel like I'm so blessed to have lived and got to this point. And there's 7 of them now. 7 of these little people that call me grandma. Well, they all kind of call me something different, but so it's great. 3 boys and 4 girls. So, I just got finished watching another, and that was one reason too that I asked about the whole clapping back thing. Was I really hope All In with Ari does not say anything to anybody. I hope she just does her content, and ignore these people. I hope she doesn't watch any of these videos. I hope she just, stays focused and just keeps going. Because if you watch videos that people make about you that are disheartening, it can knock you off your focus. If you're focused on doing a certain thing, it can knock you off your focus. Because if anyone says that negativity, especially negativity, hey Tina, negativity that is thrown directly towards you does not affect you in some kind of way, they're a liar. That's why when I see my name in titles of videos, I won't watch it. I will not watch it. Especially if I see the title and you already calling me a bitch in the title, I know it's only going to go downhill from there. I'm not watching that shit. You got to slip it in, like your title have to be something else. And then I have to watch your video. And then I have to, oh, she talking about me. Let me get out this shit. Click. That's me. I'm not going to ingest. I know it's poison. It says poison on the label. I'm not going to drink it. So I'm not going to watch a video about me that I know when you trying to hurt me. I'm not going to do it. I'm not that curious as to what you're, because I don't care. I don't care what you're saying about me. Because for one, I'm not going to change. I'm definitely not going to change and you calling me a bitch. I'm definitely not going to change. You're not telling me nothing to help me. You trying to hurt me. You trying to hurt me. No, I'm not going to watch that. And I watched a video tonight. And do you know that this man is trying to figure out what type of car she drives? I mean, zooming in on the steering wheel, trying to figure out what type of logo it is, going to try to match her steering wheel and dashboard and vents to other cars to see what type of car she driving. And then saying, oh, it's this car. So if you in LA and you see a white won't, that's probably her. Do you know how many crazy people it is in this world? Do you know how many people it is that live in LA that could be watching YouTube? Do you know that it's probably people already looking for her? And this man is on YouTube trying to figure out what kind of car she drive. You why? Why? Like maybe I live up under a rock. Maybe I live under a rock and I just came out. Because I ain't never seen this before. I haven't seen people this invested in a person on YouTube. I haven't seen this. And maybe I just haven't watched, maybe I haven't watched these type of channels before, but I haven't seen this before. I know it's some crazy people on YouTube. I legit know it's some crazy people on YouTube, but I didn't know they was this crazy. Like now they're trying to figure out what car she drove. For what? You gonna try to find her? That's who I'm talking about, Lucky. That's who I'm talking about. How do oh, here it is. That's what I'm talking about. Like looking for what type of car she drives. Like, what if this man finds out what her license? What if somebody like live in LA, follow this woman, put her license plate information, go live, and be like, here she is, and something happened to her? Yeah, I don't go in his chat. I'm definitely not going in his chat. But I'm like, what is the end result here? Like, how is all of this going to end? Because I don't think Ari is going anywhere. I think Ari got that staying power. You know? I think she in it for the long run. And I don't blame her. I do not blame her. Honey, if I was in her position, I would be getting while the getting is good. Because no one on YouTube stays on top forever. No one on YouTube stays in a position where cash apps are coming and that Patreon is popping forever. So get your money, man. Get it how you live. I ain't mad at her. I'm not. I am definitely not a hater. I'm not mad at her. Get your money. If people are out here willing to help you, take it. I don't have a problem with it. Because you know why? Ain't nothing coming out of my bank account. Not a dime. It ain't hurting my pockets. What she eat don't make me shit. So why should I be worried about it? Hey, beautiful magic. You told him that you was trying to communicate with him. Why was you even trying to communicate with him? You can tell that he is on one. Let me see how many videos he done made about this girl. I know it's a lot. Let me turn this on. Guys, you alright? You alright, bruh? You over there about to break your back. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 13. That's not counting the stories, the shorts. That's 13 live streams. 13. And the majority of them are at least an hour. No, 22 minutes, 8 minutes, an hour. It just depends. That's not obsessed. We're talking about this guy that's making videos about this content creator named All In with Ari. That's not obsessed. Like your whole channel then turned into, you know, your just hateful rhetoric about this woman. Your whole entire channel. Like your whole life. I wouldn't even want a man. I wouldn't want my husband to be obsessed like that with no other. I don't care if it is for YouTube. I would be asking him, is something going on? Are you okay? I wouldn't even want a man to be doing all of that. Because it's like weird. It's weird. Yeah, because I can't sit through an entire live. I just, popped in and listened to some of the stuff, and I'm just like, God, dog. Like tonight, well, he's not going to get in trouble with YouTube because he's not breaking the terms of service. He hasn't said anything. Like, you can talk shit about people. YouTube don't care about that. It's, making threats and that type of stuff. That's, when it starts to get into weird areas like that. And Ari herself would have to start flagging his videos for him to, it can be defamation. YouTube don't care if you defame another creator. It's up to that creator to come out and say something. They have to flag your video. They have to strike your channel. Like Ari could do that. She could strike his channel. She could flag his videos and start striking his channel because he's putting up information about her. He's using her pictures. He's using parts of her video. Like she could flag me. She could say, "Hey, um can you take my picture off your thumbnail?" Or, she could tell YouTube that I'm using her likeness in my thumbnail or something. So she definitely could do it, but I don't think it don't look like at this point she's going to do that. I would. I definitely would. Because he's just using too much of her information. Like, I've never used any of her court records or anything. And the way I get her picture for my thumbnail is I just screenshot it off of her video. But I don't go searching for information about her and stuff because I don't care. I don't care that much about her to be looking for her court records or, looking for her boyfriend, because I know he was trying, well, ex-boyfriend, he was trying to get her ex-boyfriend to do an interview with her ex-boyfriend. And I don't want to I ain't doing all that. I wouldn't even want to. Like, I wouldn't want to interview anybody for any. None of these content creators I don't care enough about anybody's life to want to go digging into their personal life like that. I just don't. Now, when like celebrities have babies, I just want to see the baby to see, what because especially if you know what the mama and daddy look like, you just want to see, what the baby gonna look like. Like when Beyonce had the twins, I was like, oh, she had a boy, a boy. I want to see what they look like. But I wasn't gonna be searching through and pull it. I ain't doing all that shit. Colin Kaepernick, and I'm not sure if that's his wife or partner or what, but she just announced that they just had a baby, and they didn't release the gender of the baby. Now, I'm not gonna go to their Facebook page or Instagram or Twitter or anything trying to find the gender of the baby and what the baby looked like and who the baby got good hair, or baby light skin. I'm not doing all that shit. Because if they wanted us to see the baby, when they announced, well, they do have a picture of Colin Kaepernick holding a baby, but all you see is the top of the baby head and wrapped in blanket. They didn't show full on baby face. I'm not about to go to Colin Kaepernick and try to look on his Instagram page and this and that to try to see what this baby look like, because I don't care. I don't care. I got my own grandkids. I got my own cute little babies. And if Colin Kaepernick or Rihanna or Beyonce want us to see their kids, they'll post the pictures. And that's how people should be looking at people here on YouTube. If I want you to know anything about my life, I will tell you. And if I don't tell you, I don't want you to know. Then you should leave it at that. Hold on, y'all. Let me tell you what this one person said on that. And I 1,000% disagree with this person. Where is that? Right, it's not on here. Dang, where is this? Where is this? I don't see it. Cause for some reason, it the wait a minute. The it won't show up on my that's not it. Here it is. Listen to this. Don't come into the public eye unless you're ready to have your life exposed. And he said they hurt Kevin Hart for old tweets, not for criminal history, not family issues, but old tweets. It comes with the territory. Not saying it's right, but it's our reality. What? Don't come into the public eye unless you're ready to have your life exposed. No. You should be able to do whatever you want to do on social media and not have people trying to dig through your life. People on YouTube are regular people. You can't even compare Ari to Kevin Hart. This is oranges and apples. Ari is not even a celebrity. She is just a normal person who legit just started doing YouTube a month ago. She is not on Kevin Hart's status. The media put out that Kevin Hart story that was covered by TMZ and everybody else. TMZ don't know this Ari chick. So no, you don't have the right to do that to people. We're just normal people doing YouTube videos. You don't have the right to, I mean, if you look up, you run a check on me, you ain't gonna find shit. But what if there was something to find that I don't want people to know about? What if there was something in my past that I don't want people to know about, that I have grown from or that I have healed from, and I don't want people to know? And here come the YouTube detectives digging stuff up in my past. What if that's, the stuff that they dig up in my past triggers me into a depression? That's what I think about with Ari, especially with her saying that she's had issues in the past. What if, these things trigger her and she doesn't have her family, she doesn't have her family in the same state as her. She doesn't have, a real support system. Like, we don't know what this girl is going through. We don't have a clue what she's going through. And I'm not one to want to make somebody else's life miserable. I'm not. And I've always been the type of person to root for the underdog. If I see somebody, really getting pummeled, I'm rooting for that person. I want them to make it. And it's like she getting rocks thrown at her from every which direction. They throwing rocks. They got slingshots. They got boomerangs. They just they just giving it to her. They are giving it to her. Do you hear me? They are. What's that old saying? They throwing everything but the kitchen sink. The kitchen sink has been thrown. And I'm just not. When I see everybody else throwing, I'm just gonna sit back and be like, "Well, god damn, y'all throwing everything at this girl." These people act like she abused their child. I thought your child was in the safety of your home. My kid's grown. She ain't did nothing to neither one. My kid's grown. They can take care of themselves. If she mess with them, And Gizmo, now you hurt my baby, then we gonna fight. But even he will try to defend himself. He gonna try. You will swear Ari broke into these people's house and hit one of their kids or dragged their kid out the bed down the street. And she ain't met none of these people. She don't know none of these damn people. Right. They haven't been in her shoes. They don't know what she's did. They just putting, it's like they putting a puzzle together without the how the puzzle come in the box and they got the picture on the front. They just putting these pieces together and don't have a clue what the puzzle's supposed to look like. They just getting a piece from here, a piece from there, just putting these pieces together. They don't have a clue what the puzzle's supposed to look like and don't care. They just grabbing pieces, trying to make them fit. I don't know. It's weird to me. And then, when all of this die down, because it's going to die down, it can't go on forever, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Just move on to the next victim? Oh, well, that storyline ended. Let's move on to something else. I mean, did all of that and nothing happened. Somebody was like, the FBI should get involved. For what? What crime has she committed? They want to get the FBI involved. Some of y'all people on YouTube have way too much time on your hands. If you think that the FBI wants to get into some crazy he say, she say drama on YouTube, somebody legit said the FBI should get involved. For what, Becky? What is the FBI going to do? What are they going to say? She's what? She's a homeless person. Oh, she said she's homeless. Oh, you don't think she's homeless. Oh, she rented a hotel room? Oh, and she goes to Starbucks? Yeah, we'll get right on that. Click. No, she's a scammer. Okay, well, who is she scamming? She's scamming people on YouTube. How is she doing it? Oh, well, they're sending her cash apps. Are they sending it freely? Yeah, they're sending it as donations. Click. Oh my gosh, these people are crazy. They are crazy. I'm just glad I'm not crazy. I'm so glad that I don't care nothing about. There's not one person on YouTube that I care about. The only person on YouTube that I was stalking was my own child. And I was just being nosy. Okay? I was just being nosy. I'm like, ooh, what is he putting on YouTube? And his YouTube was so boring, I stopped going to his page. That was the only person on YouTube that I was, was the slightest bit legit interested in. Was my own child. Everybody else, I don't care what they do. I don't care what they doing with their wives. I don't care what they doing with their husbands. I don't care what car they driving. None of that. Unless I'm happy for them. Like one of the young YouTubers that I watched her. My granddaughter got me hooked on watching this girl. And then she bust out and said, oh, I don't watch her no more. I'm like, what? After you didn't got me interested in her story and now you not watching her? She was like, no, I'm not watching her. But anyway, the young lady got a brand new Mercedes. Now, I was interested in that because I wanted to, see the car and I was happy for her. But it wasn't like, oh, let me see her license plate so I can find out where she live. Where she getting all this money from? Who was her mommy and daddy? Who her parents work for? How is she getting this Mercedes? The hell? I was happy for the girl. These people crazy, child. Cray. Y'all pray for me, okay? Because I haven't exercised in 3 days. Yeah, I think so. Today is the third day. Saturday, I wasn't feeling good. I don't know what. I don't know what I did, but I was nauseated. I think my IBS was acting up. So Saturday I was, and then I thought I was coming down with the C word. I took a test, negative. Uh, I think it was allergies. So Sunday I was resting and we went to the movies. So I didn't exercise Saturday. Didn't exercise Sunday. Now I had no excuse today. No excuse. And it's too late now because I just ate a piece of chicken. I'm not doing shit. Not now. So this is the third day. Y'all pray for me. I gotta get back on. I must get back on my um, schedule, at least walking or something. And I was doing so good. I was like, okay, you still have time. You can still go in there and ride the exercise bike or something. But I just don't feel like it. I think I'm going to just have to do two tomorrow. Yeah, I try not to, I don't like taking them every day. But see, I think what messed me up is I was already feeling weird. And when we went to the football game, we were in the grass the whole time. And I should have took a pill before we got there. So by the time we got home, my nose was stopped up. My eyes were my eyes were running like a faucet. Do you hear me? Just running. They were itching, they were running. So when I woke up Sunday, my eyes were puffy, they were swollen. It was just so much going on. So I took an allergy pill. I took an allergy pill when we got back Saturday. And then I took another one Sunday. I didn't take one today because I felt better and my eyes weren't as swollen. So next week, because he plays every Saturday, next week for sure, I'm going to take an allergy pill Friday because the game is Saturday. So I'll take an allergy pill Friday. I'll get up Saturday morning and take another one. And then I'll take one Sunday to prepare myself for being out in the allergy thing. Because it was a lot. It was a lot. It wasn't really dusty. It was just, it was grass everywhere. Because the game was at a high school. They used their stadium. So it was just grass. I mean, it was just grass everywhere. The field, of course, is that turf stuff. But all around the field where, the family could stand, even to get there, you had to walk through the grass. On the side of the stands was like these grass. It was just grass on grass on grass. It was so much grass that there were dragonflies flying around. I had never seen these many dragonflies. And I was like, is it a creek over here somewhere? Because it was a lot of dragonflies for there not to be a source of water somewhere. And this particular area was so green. But, I was so enthralled in my grandson and, just having such a good time. I didn't check and see, like, is it a creek over here somewhere? Because it was just so green. It was just so much grass. And my allergies just went into overload. I usually take Zyrtec. Zyrtec? Yeah. I usually take Zyrtec. And I guess I've gotten used to it. So I don't get sleepy or, groggy or whatever when I take it. But I had just forgot because my allergies have been like the only allergies I've been having is like my eyes tripping and stuff if I'm out too much. I haven't been having problems with my nose, but yeah, my nose was just like, hey, let me join the party. And it was just the next morning I woke up, no, Saturday morning, which was the day of the game. Or was that Sunday morning that I took the test? No, I think I took the test Sunday morning. I was just so stopped up. It was crazy. I was like, oh my God, I think I got it. But I didn't have it. Because I kind of felt like I felt when I had it in December. Because I was like legit really feeling bad. Like, but allergies can have you feeling bad too. Like, you can feel if your allergies are really bad and it like really goes up into your sinus and stuff, you can, start to feel really bad. And that's how I felt. But after a while, felt better. So we went to the movies last night and saw the Idris Elba movie. What is it? 30,000 years? 3,000. I don't know why I want to keep saying 30,000. Um, 3,000 years of longing. It was so good. It was really, really good. If you like, genie in a bottle type movies, very vivid storytelling type movies, you'll like this. You will really like it. The movie is narrated by Idris Elba. It's like he is telling a story. And it's kind of like a love story. So I'm really surprised because I really wasn't expecting much from this movie, but I liked it. I really didn't like the end, but is something inside my straw? Maybe not. You know what freaked me out is this woman uh did a video about these type of straws, and she was like she had been getting sick and she thought it was like her allergies or whatever. And I don't know if she said her straw started tasting funny or I don't know. But anyway, somebody told her, have you cleaned your straw out? And she was like, no. And she got one of them pipe cleaner things and ran it down through that straw. And she pulled out like black mold and just gunk and disgustingness to the point where now I'm like freaked out because I'm like, is this something in my straw? Because even though you rinse them out, stuff can still get stuck to the sides of the straw that you can't see. Like, you really should be cleaning. Now I'm really out here looking at this. Cleaning the straw out with like a pipe cleaner, those pipe cleaner things that you have, or pray to God that you're not entering no turtles and just go on and use a disposable straw, because that really freaked me out. When I saw that, I was like, oh shit. Because I am that person that don't be like cleaning, but I do, unfortunately, and I'm not gonna lie, I do use disposable straws. Probably more than what I should. And I love turtles. I legit love the turtles. I do. I love all sea animals. And I pray to God that nothing I use this will make its way to the sea and, some turtle will ingest it. I'm always praying for the animals. But yeah, clean your straws out. If you have, a straw in a Starbucks cup that, belongs to the cup, make sure you're cleaning it out on a regular basis, because they can get nasty on the inside and you can't see it. And then you'll be out here drinking mold. and you'll be sick. And you'll be wondering why you're sick. And you're sick because you drank some mold. And you don't want to do that. So that's it, y'all. We've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. So I will see you guys tomorrow. When I wipe my cat's water bowl each day, there's red on the paper towel. That's how fast. Yes, my Gizmos is the same way. When I wipe the inside of his bowl with a paper towel, it's red too. I don't know what that is. That bacteria? Because they're little. If you ever pour their water out and touch the bottom of their bowl, it's usually slimy, which is so disgusting to me. I wash his bowl out and wipe it down every day because I don't even want him to be out here drinking water that's slimy and disgusting. Hey Melissa, you late, sweetie. We about to go. I was just reminding people that if you drink out of cups like these, with that come with the straw, make sure you're taking that pipe cleaner thing and cleaning the straw out on a regular basis, because I saw this woman and she hadn't cleaned hers, I guess, since she had it. You know how you just let the water run through it and you think that the water is going through and it's actually cleaning it, but it's not. If bacteria is growing on the inside of the straw, it's in there, unless you take one of those pipe cleaner things and go down there and clean it out real good. And hers had all this black moldy looking stuff come out of the straw. So I was just saying, make sure you clean. If you have cups like these, make sure you're cleaning it with a pipe cleaner, because my metal straw came in a kit and it had the little cleaner thing. I probably shouldn't have did that. It had that little cleaner thing that you go down in there with it. The metal straws came with that. So that's just I just threw that out there as housekeeping. But yeah, sweetheart, we already been here an hour and 17 minutes and I'm getting ready to go. I think the red is bacteria. Well, yeah, dogs have it too, because it's in his bowl when I wipe his bowl down. Especially if I make a mistake and don't clean it until like the next morning when I give him his breakfast, it's definitely gonna be in there. So now I sometimes change his water twice a day, because I just, hell, I don't want him to be out here licking up some bacteria, slimy water. Especially when he comes in, when we take him out in the morning and he runs around and play. Usually he stay outside in the morning for like a good 20 minutes. And so when he comes in the house, he's thirsty. And so I always make sure that I change his water soon as he come in the house, so he'll have fresh water, because we leave water out for him at night in case he wakes up in the middle of the night, he's thirsty or whatever. So I always try to make sure I change that water out and give him fresh water in the morning, because yeah, you don't want your pets drinking you know dust. Anything could have gotten in their water bowl, because his bowl doesn't, it don't, I don't know, none of them have like a little cover over them, right? It's just open. This is a regular little dog bowl. So yeah, anything can fall in there. Yeah, catch the replay, sweetie. Thanks for coming, though. Well, I'm not on a regular schedule, too. That's a bad thing. Like, I never know when I'm going to just be like, oh, well, let's do a video. Because I had uploaded a video earlier, just a regular video. And at first I had said I wasn't going to do a live, but then I felt okay. So I decided to do it. Thank you, Lucky. I hope I see you again. Yeah, we good folks over here. We just come in and chit chat and then we go. So hopefully we'll see you again. Okay, y'all. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow. I love you. Bye.